Hello and welcome. This is Learn British English Free, the YouTube channel. I'm Chris, and this is a new English lesson as requested by Mirat, a student on the Facebook group. Thank you, Mirat. Forgive my pronunciation of your name if it's not correct. The subject of this lesson is vocabulary, about the names of different types of shops. If you look in the description below, I've put all the text that I'll be talking through and the source, which is from Macmillan Dictionary. I've picked out those which are most useful to know about in Britain. And there is some British and American vocabulary as well, where some of the names of shops are different. So I'll be talking through that list. Please have a look at it and we can read through it together. Are you ready? Right, so this is different types of shops in Britain as requested by Mirat. Antique shop. This is simply a shop that sells antiques. Antiques are very old items, can be pretty much anything. Antique, antiques. Bakery is what we often call a shop where the people make bread. The person who makes bread is a baker. Their shop is a bakery. They can sell cakes as well. Beauty parlour or beauty salon. This is where people go to have their hair done nicely, their nails, things like that. You can often find me there at the weekend. Beauty parlour or beauty salon. Salon. Bookshop, a shop that sells books, of course. Butcher, a person who creates meat for sale, is a butcher, and the shop is called a butcher's. Chemist can be similar to a pharmacy. You can go there to buy medicine. That's a chemist. The CH makes a hard K sound in that shop. Chip shop or chippy, where you can buy the wonderful fish and chips in England. Yeah, so that's chip shop. You can also hear British people calling it a chippy. Corner shop is how we describe, like a convenience shop, a small shop which is often located on the corner of streets. Here you can buy basic foods, magazines, things like that. Dry cleaners is where you take your clothes for a special wash or a dry if you need to. We don't tend to use it too often, but some people might, and it's called a dry cleaners. Duty free, I don't know exactly how it works, but duty free is where you get items cheaply. Maybe you don't have to pay tax, such as in airports. If you go on a plane, you can go to the shop inside the airport where they're selling especially alcoholic drinks for a cheaper price. That's called a duty free or a duty free shop, and the items are sold duty free. Food van. These are the vans that you see around the city or the town, normally during the evening, which are selling some sort of fast food. We would call it a food van as opposed to a food truck. Truck is an American term, so this is a British difference again. A garage or a car garage. A garage can be part of your home where you keep your car or other items, but it's also where you can take a car to be repaired by people or checked over. A garage or car garage. Check the pronunciation, of course, in British English. Garage for that. Garden centre is your shop or place, normally quite big, where you can buy plants, flowers, and other gardening things. Gift shop or souvenir shop, you can go to buy gifts or souvenirs. Normally, if you're on holiday, for example, you come to Cambridge, where I live, you might want to go to a souvenir shop to buy, something to remember your visit for. A hardware shop is where you can buy items for your home, like tools, things for the kitchen. So think of it literally hardware, hard physical objects that you can buy. A market stall. So in Cambridge, every day actually in the city centre, there is a market for sale. And that's called the Cambridge Market. And each little place within the market, that's called a stall or a market stall. So you have overall the market, and each individual seller has their own market stall. Off license. This is our term for a shop, similar to a corner shop, really. A small shop you will find on the street, which sells alcoholic drinks and normally like cigarettes, tobacco, that sort of stuff, and off license. Patisserie is a shop that sells cakes, normally fancy cakes. So a bakery can sell cakes too. They make them, they might be a bit more simple. Patisserie is where you might find your other posh cakes. You can find a few in Cambridge, to be sure. A perfumery, a shop that sells perfume. Not very common. It probably contained within bigger like fashion shops or department shops, but I thought I'd include it because it's quite unusual and interesting. Petrol station is the British term for the place where you go to fill up your car with petrol. I remember in America they would call it a gas station and you use gas to fill up your car. We call it all petrol here. So petrol station, please, in the UK. Pharmacy is similar to a chemist where you go to get your medicine. If the doctor says you should have this medicine, then you go to the pharmacy to get it. And in the pharmacy, you should find there are pharmacists who work. Pharmacist is the person who can give you advice about what medicine to have as well. Pound shop is useful. It's a type of shop where you can buy things very cheaply, normally for £1 or around £1. A salon, a shop that sells expensive clothes. I don't know about this. Sorry, it's a bit not my area of expertise. Service station is what we call the place on the motorway. So again, this is British vocabulary. The biggest roads are called motorways. And if you need to stop to buy something or to fill up on petrol, you go to a service station by the motorway. A stall or market stall, like I discussed before, the stall is the small place within a market. So stall, each person would have one stall where they sell their things. A stationer is where you buy stationery. That's equipment and things for your office or for your study, pens, pencils, staplers, paper clips, all that. Supermarket is our common name for the big shops where you go to buy pretty much everything, your food, your household items, cleaning stuff. Supermarket is the big shop which contains most of what you need. Takeaway. If you're hungry, you don't want to cook, you can go to a takeaway, order something, and of course, take it away. It's literal. You take it home and eat it there. And I think that's it. Sorry, I'm checking through the list, but I don't think that there are any more British ones that I need to tell you about. Thank you to Mirat for the suggestion. I hope you found this useful. Please refer to the Macmillan Dictionary source and the list which is in the description. You can read about it more there. My name is Chris. It's been a pleasure as always. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on Learn British English on YouTube and on Facebook. Thank you very much indeed.